Hey, welcome to the mob. Mob Guppy, everybody. Six here, three thumbs up. Thank you guys very much. Chewy, first in the house. 44 Mag Guy. William Pridemore, Kev's Aquatics. How y'all doing, gang? How are you all doing? It's good in my hood. And I want to get into my subject. Select pack. Excellent. I want to get into fish fam scams. And Pepperland Creek Aquatics, how are you? Yeah, I'll tell you what. That guy, that Tyler Lockett guy, yeah, he's a pretty good player. 77 points, by the way, in Fish Fam Fantasy Football. Foxy's Fishies. Excellent. So here's the deal. I'm going to call out who I buy from. I'm not going to name names in the Fish Fam, but there are people in the Fish Fam who've been taking advantage of us. And we go in because we like the channel and we like the people and all that sort of stuff. Sometimes the channel's pretty popular. And thank you very much, Select Pet. Hit that like button. And All In Tanks, how are you? Excellent. Give thumbs up, everybody. We're close to hitting 500. If we hit 500 next week, I'll give away a trio of sword-tailed guppies, and I have a $25 gift card to the Wet Spot. So there you go. Doug Gray, the man who saved the world from the five-headed shark and inspired a movie. Peter Thiel, yeah, I have. So, fish fam scams. And I'll give you an example of two things that I'm talking about. I went and bought several things from one of our Fish Fam friends. Very popular channel. And I was happy to do it because, hey, the person puts in a lot of work on their channel. I'm a Fish Fam member. I'll help out. Okay. So I've purchased a few things and the products, one of the products I really liked, one of the products, not so much. Kaler has been detained as a possible illegal alien. There you go. As it should be. And one of them, I should have just shopped it. And again, I'd pay a little bit more if I was getting, the whole bit. So, and these are primarily stuff that I've gotten through YouTube. And there's a guy who has a website, really nice guy. He is not that active anymore, which is too bad. Not a bad guy, but I'll tell you what, I bought a couple of things from him, and it was kind of a jip. And that was not a shot at our gypsy friends. If you're a Romani person or a wandering person, I love you. You're the best. Okay. It was a robbery. Okay, that's fine. Here's who I've purchased stuff from that I'm very happy and more than happy to recommend them and purchase stuff from them time and time again. Our boy Doug Gray, his fish food, high protein fish food. I purchase it all the time. It's great. In fact, I'm going to purchase some more because I'm just about out. That's a good one. And our buddy at Fancy Tail Aquatics. See, I bought his food. His food was fine. I liked his food. All good. Michael's Fish Room. I've gotten. I purchased some super red plecos from him, and they're great. I love them. Been great. Absolutely fantastic. I purchased stuff from Lisa at Super Cichlids. Lisa and Martin. Perfectly fine. Really good. You get what you pay for. You go through. But I was noticing something. I was tipped off to somebody. Jeffrey Cunningham. Yeah, no, that's right. Fish. It's Doug's food is fantastic. Fish love it. Absolutely. Lori Vinker, how are you? Did I miss anybody else here? I don't think I did. So here's what I have ended up doing. Is that the Fish Fam, we're a pretty loyal bunch. Alan Matthews, what's up? We're pretty loyal. We want to support each other, right? But supporting each other doesn't mean scamming each other out. I was going to get a tip off. Got a tip off from our buddy Doug. Doug and I were talking about this the other day. Is that one website that, again, it's purely a Fish Fam deal, is selling brine shrimp eggs. And I think it's up to 90% hatch rate, which is not premium. You want that 90 to 95% hatch rate. David Samsel, how are you? But he's selling it. This guy's selling it for more money than what it would take to get, to get that right from there. Well, David Childress of Ancient Aliens. By the way, if you watch Ancient Aliens, Chenduga Ed, how are you? Is that Ancient Aliens has this guy named David Childress. And whenever there's something that is real preposterous, and they bring out David Childress, and they always bring him on to say something truly crazy. Select Pet says, Fish Fam is like a real family. You have your wonderful family members, your cousin you fight with, the crazy uncle, and the second cousin. There's got some scam going on. Yep, that's right. My thing is this, and I'm not going to name who I've purchased from that I think are scammers. You may be able to figure that out if you purchase from them. But a lot of times, the Fish Fam people, they just want to support their bros and sisters in the business. So if someone's selling food or selling, whatever they're hawking, you want to support them. You need it, go in right from there. I think we all sort of feel that way because, we've built ourselves up a little community. And so that's sort of the deal. All right, David Childress was the one that told you that Bob Kaler has been detained as a possible illegal alien from the planet Centaur 2257. See, that's how it goes. Melvin, what is up? So, my deal is that especially when buying hardware from people, or food or something like that, if they're selling a common type of food and they're just one of the dealers, check it out. Price them out. Make sure that you're watching it. Be a smart shopper. Don't go somewhere because, well, I like the guy's channel. If you're buying food, you're buying stuff like that. Support them. Support that channel if it's good for you and your fish business, because we all have limited funds. Unlike Doug Gray, who's unlimited. It's just unbelievable. And it's by the way, I liked Voyager better than Deep Space Nine. Okay, I said it. So just go through and make sure for you that you're buying at the right stuff. It's like going to if you go to your LFS, I'll give you a good example. And you need to get new heaters. Well, you better shop it. Because, for instance, my heaters I have in my aquarium, same brand, same everything, are sold much cheaper. In fact, less than half price. I've gotten them through Amazon and eBay. So it's the 7 of 9 chick keeps calling you to propose to her. See, there you go. Excellent, Melvin. Sorry I missed it. I've been getting junk done. It's going to snow tonight here in beautiful Joplin, Missouri. And yeah, it's all good. It's funny is that the Star man, we're lots of Star Trek talk. So yeah, so support the fish fam, but also go in and protect yourself. And and again, John Oliver, what's up? These fish fam members who are selling whatever and they're taking advantage of us, don't allow them to take advantage of you. Doug Gray, I wake up at 3:45 in the morning. It's I'm when I'm done with this live stream, I started my shrimp culture a little later than normal yesterday, so I'll feed right after I'm done with the live stream. And let me tell you something. As soon as I'm done feeding the fish, I turn everything off and I go to bed. I'll be in bed by the time when everything is said and done. I'll be in bed in about an hour and 30 minutes from now. Yep, that's right. I don't know. The Last Jedi I thought very underrated. God, watch Star Wars fans go freaking nuts. Yeah, you know what? Vinotsky Tanks. How you doing? I'm starting my week off well. I have fish to go out, and because I get home at, if I come directly home from work, I'm home at about 1:30. So if I have fish to ship out, they've been fasting from 7 p.m. the night before. I pack them up and send them on their way. Here's the deal. Today we're having a winter storm advisory. It's getting down to the 30s, so I sent a note off to the guy who purchased some fish from me. I just have one box going out, and this is it. If I don't get it, I have some orders up on eBay and Aquabid. If they don't sell, if they don't sell in the next, by tonight, I don't think I will put fish up for sale until I may try after Thanksgiving for a week or so, but essentially I'm not going to do any shipping of fish until after Christmas. So there you go. Star Trek 4? Yeah, I like Star Trek 4. That was good. That was good. Star Trek 4 was strong. It's Star Trek 5 and 6, which were a little shaky. God love William Shatner, but allowing him to direct a Star Wars movie or Star Trek movie, not good. Going to put auctions up yesterday, but I passed lazy. Plus, I'm concerned about shipping delays as the Christmas shopping ramps up early. Yeah, I totally agree. And also, I am not shipping next week because the election. So many people are going to be mailing in. Yep, Bolo snoring. He's sitting right here in my lap. Hat Trick Farm, what's up? Sent a package. I'm going eagerly wait its arrival. Last week I got hit with that surprise snow in Iowa. Thankfully, everything went well. Yeah, my deal is I have 72-hour heat packs and all that sort of stuff. My concern is that how it leaves here, because I do not live in a metropolis, is that my it doesn't matter if you ship if you bring in the thing at 9 a.m. or 3 p.m., they're not leaving till 5 p.m. to go to Springfield. They go to Springfield, and then at 1 a.m., they take a truck to Kansas City. Then they ship out from there. The problem is that if all of a sudden we have an ice storm tonight, likely they'd be sitting in a truck all night. So there you go. Yeah, that's my concern. It would be left in the back of a pickup or one of those trucks that are unheated. And even though it has a heat pack, it's only 72 hours. So, and these fish are going to New York. Hey, Logan, Ambist Aquatics. Great having you here. Wow, 22 here, 20 thumbs up. Thanks, gang. Really appreciate it. It's okay when they are delayed and sitting inside a building for a day, but out in a truck at an airport is bad. Yeah, that's my deal. And is that they're going on a truck to Springfield, an hour away. Springfield to Kansas City is like 3 hours. So essentially, is that they generally arrive in Kansas City at about 6 a.m. Then after that, then they go on to what's shipping next. Now, the last couple of shipments I had, Jeffrey in Washington State, Olympia, Washington, which is not the easiest of places to get to as far as regular type shipping out of Kansas City. Got there in 2 days, not an issue. I shipped some up to Michigan, Ann Arbor, 2 days. Really good. Alishan, AS. Any epic Doug jokes? Not yet, but that's the type of stuff. A fish guy in Tennessee that actually likes the Kansas City Chiefs. Yep, I know Chattanooga Ed. Chattanooga Ed all the way around. It's I have no problem with the Chiefs. I'm just a Vikings fan. I grew up that way. Just grew up that way. I don't have anything against them. Here are the teams that I have not liked. And I've lived all over the country. Absolutely could not stand. And living in their areas and being around the fan base. Could not stand the Alabama Crimson Tide fans. Just miserable. Can't stand. Just really cannot stand 49ers fans. Absolutely the worst. Raiders fans, yeah, it's a special type of twisted relationship. Doug, I'm sorry I'm going to have to say this. Philadelphia fans, they're crazy. They're, it's good people, but crazy. For instance, like the Raiders. I've been in wearing my Vikings hat, going into wearing your Vikings hat going in. Yeah, if you show up at the Jets, the Raiders, Baltimore, Philadelphia, you're likely to get a knuckle sandwich. You really are. Those fan bases are psychotic. Yep, Sir Francis Tarkington, an amazing quarterback and a very good businessman. What is brown, hairy, and wears sunglasses? Michael S. is on vacation. Oh, it's a coconut on vacation. Now we're talking about sports. I'm lost. I got the World Series and the Super Bowl mixed up the other day. Uh-oh. Okay, this is a Mobb Guppy live stream, people. And we are willing and purely able to get on a rabbit hole. Fran Tarkenton. Yeah, his career was a little bit before my time, but I'll tell you what. I was 8 years old at a Vikings game. I saw him play. I saw Sir Francis play. World Series has never had the Mets in it, and the Super Bowl has never had the Jets in it. That's how I keep them straight. Well, the Mets and the Jets have been in those big games, but I understand it's a Philly thing. The jersey deal is Bud Grant's Bombers. Oh, you see, there you go. Now that's I met Bud Grant once. Holy capoli. He's as an old man, he's like in his 90s, I think now. You look at him eye to eye, and he's got steel blue eyes. You're not that psychotic, Lori. So if I went to a Ravens game wearing my Vikings hat, I wouldn't get a knuckle sandwich, especially if the Vikings won, which isn't going to be this year. Yeah, that's the deal. Oh, you're wanting to know what I'm drinking. Nestle Pure Life Water. It's wonderful. Scott's Aquatics. How are you? Yeah, I'll tell you what. Well, I hope I'm at Chattanooga Ed in the Fish Fam Fantasy Football. I hope I am tied for first. I was really on my way to losing. Who's Jets Rule? Is that you, Peplin Creek? Who's Jets Rule? Yeah, Fran Tarkenton played a long time, not as long as Tom Brady. Can you imagine? Tom Brady's been in the same league so long that he entered the league before some of these guys are playing in the league. Hey, 44 Mag guy. So it's yeah, so I'm enjoying some water. No, this is not I don't care what you're suggesting or what you're thinking. Excellent. Well, I'm sorry that I had to beat you. You were well on your way to beating me. So, if I win a championship, it's primarily because it's I've gotten lucky. I'm not the best player in the world. Well, the Raiders are somewhat back. They're not quite there yet. They got beat up pretty good last night or yesterday afternoon. It's funny is that Tom Brady is he may end up doing better than the Patriots. I'm a huge Cam Newton fan. When I lived in Alabama, I preferred Auburn by leaps and bounds over Bama. And there you go. In the middle of feeding baby brine shrimp. I feed baby brine shrimp once a day. But John Oliver, I probably needed to get into the habit of doing it twice a day, and I haven't quite done that yet, and I probably should. Do a lighter feeding at midday and do the heavy eating right before they go to bed. So they can go through their system and help them go. Hearing Bolo Gang? He's not the world's loudest snorer. The Patriots is the new worst team. I I will tell you that if there's one position on a team that is not interchangeable, and there's only one, it's quarterback. The idea that the Packers had two great quarterbacks in a row is unusual. The 49ers had it as well. But other than that, just sort of think through this. How often has there been two great quarterbacks in a row? Is that Eli Manning? There was for the Giants, they had a bunch of different guys in between Sims and Eli Manning. Um, it's Indianapolis did go from a great quarterback to a great quarterback. But you go through thinking this through, it's not that often. It just isn't. So the idea of having, a great dominating quarterback, back to back, that's pretty impressive. So so the idea here is that you can go through there. Yes, there is a position in the NHL that anyone can play if they wave their hand hi to mama. It's obviously if you're one of the great goaltenders, that's something. Yeah, Ryan Fitzpatrick, Josh McGowan, Sam Darnold. Before Ryan Fitzpatrick, it was Mark Sanchez, the famous guy with the butt fumble. which is purely a Jets deal. I'll tell you, living in New York, and my New Jersey, New York people will know what I'm talking about. There's the Mets fans and the Jets fans, and they generally are the same fan base. And you ask them, why not the Giants? Why not the Yankees? And they say the same thing. Oh, it's too easy to be their fan. So essentially, it is people out to punish themselves. I'd be much more respectful if somebody said, I hate the Steinbrenner family. I can't support the Yankees. Fair enough. Or I don't like uh, I just think the Giants have this we must win it all the time type stuff. It's arrogant. Fair enough. But to say I'm supporting the team because they're gonna suck, it's amazing. Yeah, Chad Pennington made a glass. Absolutely. Woody Johnson seems like a real nice guy. He's the coach of or the owner of the Jets, and he's a real seems like a really really nice man. But yeah, there's probably a good reason why he isn't involved with the company. Mets, Jets, and Islanders. Yeah, it's by the way, I've seen an Islanders game. That Nassau Coliseum, my God, is that an awful pit? But the Islanders ownership, very nice. I was out there. I saw a couple. I just went to one game, but the company I worked for had like season tickets, and I could have gone anytime I wanted to because nobody wanted the tickets. The problem was I lived in Jersey, and they're in Queens, and so you have to leave extra early. And one way to the game, at that time it's gone up. It's probably got to be about $30 now. One way to drive it. Yeah, I saw a Nets game, a couple of them, a couple of New Jersey Nets games, and I never quite got into the city to see them in Brooklyn. David Samsel, football, 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 football. Yeah. Baseball. Okay, I'm going to give you the list of teams that I have seen in their stadiums for football. It's not that overly impressive. I've seen the Giants. It's the same stadium as the Jets. Of course, the Vikings, 49ers, Carolina Panthers, Tennessee Titans. I've been to those stadiums. For baseball, I've been to more stadiums. Atlanta, I hate that they had to move out of Turner Field. It's a gorgeous thing. Oakland, San Francisco. It's obviously the former Metrodome. I've not been to the new Twin Stadium. I've been to Yankee Stadium, the new Mets Stadium. I didn't go to Shea. Shea was open when I got to New York, but I didn't get out there for it. And I didn't go. I was in New York for the last season at the old stadium, and I didn't. I didn't go. And the Philadelphia Stars. Yeah, crazy bridge rules. Um, who else have I seen? Been to baseball games with? So I've been to a fair amount of baseball stadiums, not Milwaukee, but it was when I was a kid and they're in a new stadium. It's I wanted to see the Cubs at Wrigley in the worst way, but I've never been able to work it out. It's I was planning to go see St. Louis this year, but obviously pandemic that didn't happen. So there you go. Yeah, the nets have been sort of a snake bit deal. For football, I've been to Gophers for college football. Stanford, the company I worked for when I worked in the Bay Area did work with Stanford University, and so I got tickets to go see Stanford, and that was kind of neat. Auburn, Clemson, South Carolina. So yeah, not a ton. Yeah, baseball. Yeah, absolutely. I love baseball. So let's get back to scams in the fish fan. To avoid them, is that don't uh, don't pay more than you have to. So it's yeah, and again, I've been hit up where all of a sudden I get something from someone to a the Petco in San Diego. Yeah, yeah. Aquarium scam op co-op. Let's see here. It again, it's just be so careful. Shop them. I go in when I'm buying like heaters, I'm buying different things for the fish room. I go to eBay, Amazon, I'll check a couple other sites and go from there. Yeah, the reputation of the breeder is a big one. Absolutely correct. Is that know the entire process of oh, Bolo wants to get down. Say hi, Bolo. You hear him shake? So there you go. Yeah, American brine shrimp. Jeffrey, that's where I purchased them. I got it from Doug. I very happy with them. I started ordering probably about 6 months ago. And I don't go through the amount of eggs Doug goes through, but I go through a reasonable amount. I've reordered 3 times, and they're great. Absolutely great. Yeah, Discus Han's perfectly good place. Yeah, absolutely. If you're gonna go Discus, and it's and Melvin, you know what? I have not tried Tetra heaters, but I don't necessarily would have a problem with them. It's the peanut butter and brine shrimp egg sandwiches that uses it up fast. I'll show you the one I have. I have a new one over here. All right. Aqueon preset heater, 50 watts for my 10-gallon tanks. And they work fantastic. So yeah, it fish room is now at 85 degrees, so grow out those fish fast. You don't do that though. Yeah, by the way, I've heard people do that, and it's not good. Yeah, they may be just fine, David Samsel. I've not used them. My guess is a name, but I'll tell you what I have in my big tanks, in my 65 and my 55. I have generics that I bought online. They work fine. It just isn't. It's yeah, if you have discus, yeah, it's a whole deal. Zebra plecos, like I haven't worked with zebra plecos, haven't really looked into them, but yeah, it's there's a lot of fish that like it warmer. Discus being one of them, and cardinals love that too. And so yeah, your fish room is 76. That's a good temp. My fish, I have all my aquariums except for the Amica Splendens tank because it's not heated. I have it set for 78 degrees. Kansas City Chief said, yeah, I'll tell you what, it's, Kev, here's the rule. The more aquariums, the better. Soft water at pH 6 works well. Friend wrote an article, had a breeding colony of zebra plecos. Yeah, I've actually sort of, the super reds are sort of my gateway drug for plecostomuses. Our buddy Tom Endler, TM Aquatics. Um, he has so many unusual plecos, and I've watched some of his videos, and I'm going, oh, excellent, Chattanooga Ed. Two more tanks. I hope you're putting guppies in them because, quite frankly, guppies are the fish to keep. You had wild brown discus in with the zebra plecos. Hey, there you go. It's all good. It's all good in the hood. Yeah, it's again, I just look and I have like the Tetra water pumps, air pumps, they work out just fine. I have no problem. I'm trying to think through. I was thinking of one of our fish fams that we haven't seen in a while, and yeah, it's our buddy Sergeant Tank. Is he still around? Where's Sergeant Tank? Anybody been in touch with him? And what about our boy Jeff Rose? Looks like Jeff Rose got a girlfriend. That's probably why he hasn't done anything. He lost a bunch of weight and got a girl. So that's nice. But he hasn't done one in almost a year on a regular basis. So Anthony's fishy friends. DPK. Carlos, what's up, buddy? I'm glad that Jeremy's doing well. It well, 135s are beautiful. They're good looking fish. Our buddy Tampa Tom Fishing, he saw some Blue Phantom plecos, and he goes, "You know what? Those look really good. I'm going to go back and get them." Like 2 days later, he went back and they were gone, which is PB Aquatics. There you go. A lot of those plecos are really nice. I mean, it's just it. I mean, just really good looking fish, and they're fun to deal with. They're a little bit different, and so that's kind of a fun thing. Yeah, I appreciate some of the unique plecos. I really like them. Uh, it's the L185. Those are kind of funky looking. Look kind of like the common Plecostomus. Very, very pretty. Yeah, except I don't think they get to a foot. So that's nice. The L357s are also nice. Yeah, I can get hot on those. Yeah, some of those plecos, I agree with you, John. They're really, really nice. Big J's Fish Keeper, what's up? What is up? Yeah, you can fork out some money on some plecos. Is that on your phone, David? The autocorrect feature? Because it's and then I'm going to ask, it's your phone. What type of platform are you using? Yeah, I think that's right, Carlos. That you have to go to your text setting, but it's really up to each phone. I have it's off the Android thing. Oh, you have a tablet? Is that an Apple or is it a Android or Microsoft Surface? Ooh, Evansville, Illinois. Is that where the swap is? How far is Evansville, Illinois? Okay. Doing a starting point. Or Evansville, Indiana. How far is that? Yeah, it's gonna be a little too far for me. I'll do 350, something like that. I'll drive that far. Prestige Aquatics say they're going to it, and they've talked you into going as well. Well, they're very, very good. Amazon Fire. That I don't know. I have no idea, David. Look on when we're done with our live stream today. I do this all the time. Uh, Go to YouTube and just say Amazon Fire 8 tablet, uh, you know, autocorrect, and you should be able to find how to do it. The blind was in Cichlid News, was brought back by Oliver Lucanis. A few experts in that, but I talked about, yeah, there's a few. So let's see here. I'll give you a little weather for a beautiful Joplin. I know this seemingly winter's kicking in like there's no tomorrow. So it's 32 degrees right now. It's rain is done for a bit, but it looks like ice and snow are on their way. Really nice. 31 degrees. 10 p.m. it's going to warm up to 32. So let me take a look at hourly here. Just because this is you guys want to know what's going on with my weather. I know you do. Yeah, light rain, freezing rain. Yeah, it's nice. Okay, let me look at the radar. But by tomorrow afternoon, it's going to be much better, so I'll ship out fish then. All right, let's see here. I'm watching the. Oh, I missed a little bit of snow. We were here talking. So we missed out a little bit of snow, but I'm guessing I have a good shot at seeing some more. Good times. Good times all the way around. You got some guppies from Prestige. Any other color? There you go. BTW Aquatics. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Chattanooga Ed, it's on my list to get done. I haven't had them made up yet. So I am going to do that. I made this mistake is that trying to be more responsible, I upped my percentage of I upped my percentage of uh 401k donations. And then I realized something. I don't have any money to eat and crap and do extra stuff, so I backed it down. And so I think it's this pay period where it backs down for me, and I'm pretty excited about the whole process because it's while saving is really nice, I'm a big fan of it. Yeah, eating is good, and most importantly of all, paying for fish stuff. Yeah, paying for fish stuff is right up there before the best. So I'm a big fan of being able to do that. Big fan. Let me look at something here right here. Okay, I'm submitting. Let's see here. Yeah, I backed it down. That's good news. It's good news all the way around. So that's what you have to do. You have to get ready and get all that junk done because my fish fam spending is much more important. See, there you go. You put a Grade D a Guppy sticker on every container of high protein food and flake food. You see, there you go. Eight more. Yes, eight more to hit 500. Somebody's going to be such a lucky person. Jason C., how are you doing? Great having you here. Just spent $30 on fish food today. Yeah, I spent like when I got my most recent eggs from American Brine Shrimp, and I bought a couple other foods for them. Yeah, I went out and I think I spent about $50 on food. That's all good. Yes, Chattanooga Ed, you do, and it's good food. I feed it every day. Every day, my fish get that food. So I rotate between different types of foods. It's real strong when you're able to go out and do that. Yeah, and again, it's all this whole thing that we do is just trying to go out and help the fish fam and do all that sort of stuff. It's all good. I haven't seen the last couple of weeks is our buddy Joseph. I have not seen him. Normally, I'll see him at places, and he'll drop in, or I'll see his live stream drop in. I haven't the last couple of weeks. Terry's Tropical Tanks. Good having everybody here. I can send a flyer via Facebook, but no pics on YouTube. All right. So yeah, so it's by the way, I did go to the grocery store this weekend. I bought one zucchini. Went yesterday and there you go. I had to figure out how to market my fish food better instead of just auctions on eBay and Aquabid. You need a website, Doug Gray. Doug Gray's Land of Fish. And of course, I own two URLs and I don't have my fish website up yet. So there you go. Yeah, you can try Get Gills. I've sold stuff through there. I appreciate Dan's fish and helping that out. I will tell you though, is that my eBay and Aquabid stuff has been a little slow. May do an updated thing on Aquabid and updated video on that because I really like that and I appreciate they're doing that service. Mark, I appreciate the work that he does. I think it's terrific. New rack that's going to hold 24 tens, 920 longs, and 1220 highs. There you go. No, not Dobie Gillis. Get Gills. Get Gills. Get Gills all the way around. It's a good time. All right, gang, we've been here for an hour. I've got to feed my fish and get ready to go to bed. Thank you so much. Thanks, everybody. 27 likes, 15 here. Thank you guys so much, and gals. I appreciate every one of you. Have a great week, and we'll talk to you later on.